Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ricky D. How y'all doing tonight? Wanted to get on here and kind of give you a rundown of another project that I have going on. This is a very long-term project. This is what I call the Poverty Pro Mod. As you guys can tell, it's a pretty good race car. Is the plan. Started cutting on this car, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. I got it. It had most of the cage assembled in it. It had a floorboard in it at the time. It was a car that was being set up for a lot of X275 rules, things like that. Once I got the car, once I got the car, I decided that I wanted to make it as light as humanly possible, or at least as light as I could afford. The car came with this VFN hood. As you can tell, it is a monster of a hood. I think it looks really cool. It's not your typical WS6 hood, but it came with that hood, and excuse the garage, it's pretty filthy. It also came with these fiberglass doors. These are from VFN. They need some body work, but they should be pretty cool once they get on the car. I've got some clips that I'll insert of me cutting out the floorboard. I took the car originally to my buddy's chassis shop. We had intended on just dropping the cage out of the bottom of the car, and I was going to leave the cage up there and let him finish welding it up. It is a 25.5 chromoly cage. It's got all the gussets and all the stuff back there that it needs. Well, when this cage was built, this portion of here would not allow it to come through the bottom of the car. So I had to cut literally the rocker panels out of it, the front floorboard, and all that, and dropped it out of the bottom of the cage. And I had a friend of mine finish welding it up. Took it to another chassis shop, a buddy of mine named Daniel Thacker, and he attached it to the car to make it a permanent deal, and that's kind of where we're at with it. I also have, from my same buddy, Outlaw Chassis Fabrication, which is the first place we took it to, he donated a firewall for me. It's underneath there in that box, but it's going to have a flat firewall in it. Can you give me an idea? All that'll come out. That'll be flat. Got a tubular K member for it. As you can tell, everything's been cut off the front. But this is going to be my drag and drive car, small tire car, kind of my build it when I can race car kind of deal. So that's the go with this here hot rod. It's a long ways off. I'm going to put it in the trailer tomorrow to make room for Memphis, which is outside. I'll give you guys a video on it. I got to get it in this garage space here because, like we said, the 69 is going off the paint. My 56 is at paint. This is going to go in the trailer to make room to work on stuff in here after I clean up this god-awful mess. So that's what I have going on. I hope you guys like the little quick upload. Like I said, I'm going to try to upload some portions of this to where I was cutting the cage out and things like that. Still trying to learn the editing thing, but I want to try to get out content the best I can. So, again, there's the Poverty Pro Mod. I love it. I have battled back and forth with, man, I should go ahead and sell it, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's one of those deals to where it's kind of a labor of love. And it's also, you know, when I got this car, I had a couple of really close buddies of mine tell me, man, that's something you'll never finish. And I'm kind of a prick, and I want to prove them wrong. So, so another feature I forgot to tell you guys about the car. She's been mini tubbed, so we can fit all the good tire in there. And it's got some goodies lurking in the back here. Oh, what's that guy? So we've got that, and well, you know, there's this guy over here. Woo-ha! So yeah, we've got a lot of projects going on. It's the only way I know how to do it. It's probably why I don't get half of them finished, but it's what I enjoy doing. Project number one right now is getting the garage operable. I've got some metal outside for it. Working on trying to get some stuff together to get it insulated. I've been here for way too long to not have this done, but that is the goal. As you can tell, I've got a lot to take down. Unfortunately, when I moved here to this house, I never planned on staying. I was in the Army at the time. I thought I was going to be here for 3 years and kind of out. But cancer and other things had different plans for me, and I've been blessed to just not taking the time to make it work as a functional deal. It's always just been good enough. So As you can tell, we've done some rafter modifications and things like that, but I'm tired of it being this way. I want to bring it in here and make it nice and make it to where, in the event that I ever get talented enough, I can do this full time and, maybe not have to pay people to do stuff for me. But got some good stuff in this car. Got a strange quick disconnect. TRZ drives the steering column. Said all chrome moly, Kirky seat. It's the best of the best for what I can afford. It's got a long ways to go. It'll go back to Thacker and get a floorboard in it, and it is a T-top car. I would like to do a carbon fiber roof for it, or at least a hardtop conversion. I have trimmed every stitch that I can out of this thing. I mean, there's trying to make it as lightweight as possible. You can't even tell those are not the factory rocker arms. Man, that guy did a good job. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. But I don't know if you can see, but like all this is cut out. So on our way, we got one step at a time. A lot of people think that because you don't have the best of the best that you can't get up there and make it happen. Well, I promise you that's not true. I look forward to bringing Memphis in here and showing you guys the plans for it, hearing what you guys decide, what you think. The Pro Charger that I showed you is for Memphis. This is a 416 or 427 cubic inch dart block deal with big blower on it. That blower is not the best for racing. So I think right now my plans are to put this motor and the Pro Charger in my automatic having street car, take this blower and put it in the 69 and not really worry about motor transmission in this car. Maybe a mock-up deal, but wait till I can get the floorboard in it, doors hung, glass, that kind of thing, rear end built. So start from the back and kind of work my way forward. I do have all the stock components for this car, so I believe we have a stock hood. I've got two front ends, a WS6 front end and a regular Firebird front end. I'm going to be putting the WS6 front end on it. I have the factory hatch that I would like to sell, the factory doors that I would like to sell, those kind of things to try to move the progress a little forward. Also, I made you guys a whole ass YouTube video of disassembling this motor over here. But unfortunately, being a newbie I am to YouTube, I cut my head off in the frame. So, yeah, that video is not going up. Hopefully, when I turn it around and do this, it works like I do when I do my regular home. I'm sure my hair is a mess, but I don't care. Like I said, the goal this year was I promised myself I'd put out YouTube content. I'm going to do it. Right now, it's just been off the cars, but the faith and the fitness is coming in. Had a appointment at the doctor. They put me on blood pressure medicine because I'm so big. So, got to do something there. Just trying to just make myself get a routine. So you guys hang around. It's going to be a long journey. We'll try to do as many vlog style stuff as we can. Got a lot of racing coming up this year. It's going to be a good year. So I'm your boy Ricky D. Y'all hang out. Thanks for visiting Fast Fitness. I'll have to not edit that out because I don't know how to. But thanks for visiting Fast Fitness and Fast Cars. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. Poverty Pro Mod, baby.